No, I think this got hit and it
just kind of like
started to burn, and then it just kind of kept burning.
They were cool. Yeah, but no, weapon stopped working. I lost one.
Well, I'm gonna lift this side, rotate the wheels. Rotate the wheel. Gearbox is engaged?
Yeah. Like totally fine.
Check that side.
The gearbox is in?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I am removing the wedge. We're gonna have to change configurations before our next fight. So we're gonna wanna weigh everything and make sure that we come in and weight, because it's actually our first time putting it together in this other configuration. We're actually also trying to assess the damage from our last fight. We had a fire a little bit in the front, but it looks like all the speed controllers are okay. We're gonna go ahead and do a wheels up test, so not actually driving it, but making sure that the motors spin. And we removed the weapon motors because they were a little crunchy is the word that I'm gonna go ahead and use.
So we're kind of triaging our weapon motors, kind of taking them apart to see if there's a consistent failure mode. Looks like we maybe overcurrented the motor. The enamel that covers the wires is kind of toasted, and I believe also you can see some actually individual wires actually like basically pops because of probably current. And then since the epoxy kind of ran out, or the enamel kind of ran off of the wires, it's kind of gunked up the bearings as well.
It must be pretty.
Fresh. Yeah, I don't want that burnt smell.
Are there lights on the speed controller? So it seems like we lost drive speed controller on the right side. So we're going to replace it. Thankfully Vex sent a number of spares for us. We're going to get that replaced. Should be good to go. Right now, after our fight with Shatter, we're taking the whole robot apart, checking our axles, checking our chain, checking our bearings. Probably going to take the weapon off, make sure that all our weapon bearings are okay. The weapon spins freely, but we noticed that we have a ring clip in here that holds the bearings in, and it's kind of like jankily popping out halfway. So we're going to take the whole weapon out, make sure nothing's shifted inside, put it all back together, and get ready for our next fight. 5.15. This one's definitely got some big ass gouges in it though. I mean, they're not deep. They're superficial. I'm more concerned about this one. Like if you look at this one like this, you can see that it's worn in the middle more.
Whoa! Take number 468.
Whoa! Hey Mike, can you show a little bit more excitement in your eyes, please?
Whoa! Wait, I gotta get this.
Okay.
New ringtone.
So I'm working on fixing our wheels for our cart. Sometime during the last match, when we were either loading out or loading in, the wheels started to delaminate. So we got these new black wheels put on. And then the next thing I'm going to work on is transferring our LED setup over to the front of the cart.
We don't have another one, is it sure? All the back together. Serious? Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Wait, I want to see it. I'm kidding.
Zero to tear it or no?
No, zero.
Alright.
not really on this. Overweight is exactly the same number.
There we go. There we go. That's how it looks.
Oh, it's actually pretty cool looking.
All right. So
What is it? HCPE or USMW? Sunday, we're getting ready for our second fight, which is up against Captain Shrederator. As you see, we've got this anti-spinner plow on the front, which is a trademark for us. We've always done this for horizontal spinners. So we got this on last night. Turns out we were a little bit overweight, so we had to sacrifice some of our ribs to the weight gods. Take it over to, luckily, our friends over at Tantrum had a horizontal bandsaw or vertical bandsaw. So we were able to actually slice up our old ribs and take out a couple pounds. So we were able to meet weight right at 250. We need to, keep the aesthetic going, make it look good for the TV. So I didn't want to take the ribs off completely, but I think we made a decent compromise. So there's that. We weighed last night just to make sure we're good. We're at 250.0 or 249.9, depending on which way the wind blows. One other issue that we got to resolve this morning is these countersink holes over here. They were countersunk too deep by our idiot machinist, me. And luckily we realized that after the first or the second hole, we didn't do them all that wrong. So we were waiting on an order from McMaster to we got a couple different options to fix that, but basically that's the last touch that we need to put on the robot to get it ready. And obviously we need to apply stickers and stuff on the front of the wedge. But I think we're pretty much good to go for the fight. Batteries are charging and we're just waiting. This is actually the first time, last night was the first time we had the wedge on the robot. So when we put it on the ground, we realized that the corners over here were really, really low, almost touching the floor. And since the arena floor is uneven, to say the least, less than ideal, yeah. So just to avoid any issues and potential for getting stuck on the arena floor, we took it out to the Lincoln electric grinding area and ground about a 1/4 inch off of each side just to make sure that we had plenty of clearance. Since Shrederator is not particularly low, we don't really have to worry about him getting under us. We just need to make sure that we don't get stuck on the arena. So we did that, and I think we're good to go. Saw. Like what?
I saw.
Wow. So we just flipped the robot over just to check out the bottom side, make sure all bolts were tight. And after our fight with Shatter, we noticed we did get sawed a couple times from the arena, but we, didn't think it was a big deal. But yeah, we got quite a few cutty cuts. Yeah.
Hi, it's Sunday morning. It's about 3 hours before a fight, and we're still buttoning up the last few things on the robot. We're getting the batteries charged, but we're feeling pretty ready. But here we can see that Captain Shrederator is a little more ready than us today. Captain Shrederator is the only robot lined up 3 hours ahead of our first fight. Looks like he's through safety and weight and in the quarantine area before we go in the box. He's got his flag ready, so we're gonna get up there with him.
Messing around. No messing around.
So how do you guys feel about the fight?
Feeling really good. We got the crowd nice and pumped up. We went and visited them outside. The fight should be good. Kind of built against Shrederator, so hopefully it goes well.
Excited to get signs.
Oh yeah, so excited. So many kids.
This was a conversation last night. Is that enough filament?
You wanna take this guy? Like this guy like tight?
Yeah, I think it's like, we like it too. And we need a official way.
Should we wait, zero it?
I'm over here really fast.
Yes, Bloodsport is ready and they're on deck. Yep. Sorry, not on deck. They're in the queue right now. They're in line. Witch Doctor passes weight 249 and a half.